What is up, guys? It's your boy, Keep It Real MMA. Sorry about that, I have my notes and shit. But yeah, I won't need notes for this one. Obviously you read by the title. This video is gonna be TJ Dillashaw versus Aljamain Sterling. This is gonna be a detailed prediction and how I think who's gonna win and how I'm gonna say and how I think they're gonna win. You know the drill. Same as if you check on my last video, run it up. The Sean O'Malley versus Piotr Jan fight, I went into detail on who I think is going to win, and how I think, who I think is going to win and how they're going to win and stuff like that, right? Right. So this fight, Aljamain Sterling versus TJ Dillashaw for the bantamweight title. I'm glad that in his last fight that Aljamain Sterling got the confidence boost now that he legitimately has the title, legitimately this time. So yeah, this is a good start. Now, this is a tough fight for him, is a tough matchup. Do I think he beats TJ Dillashaw? Yes, I do. I think he beats TJ Dillashaw. And it might be an unpopular opinion because a lot of people are picking TJ Dillashaw. Now, I completely understand why. He's a tough wrestler with great takedown defense. And he has great striking. Definitely better striking than Aljo. But Aljo's found a pace that he knows he can set now. And as much as TJ Dillashaw was taking Corey Sandhagen's back, it's very easy to take TJ Dillashaw's back. And not only to take his back, but if you manage to get him down, which Aljo definitely has more than a good enough chance to take him down, TJ Dillashaw doesn't get up with urgency. He gets up in a very weird way. Now, I've never seen a fighter get up the way that he gets up. Now, most fighters get up in a way where they do a lot of fundamentals, right? They protect the neck, they tuck their chin, they come through, like say like they get taken down like on their back like that, but they're not quite allowing the back mount, the backpack that Aljo loves so much, or the back mount in general. So like they'll kind of turn, hold them off, and then they'll work their way to the feet, they'll scurry up closer to the cage, and then they'll eventually go to one knee, and as they're standing up, try and get underhooks, and then try to turn, and then get them against the cage and separate if they want to separate, right? But TJ gets up in a way where he'll hold one of your hands and then he'll scurry up against the cage and he'll just stand up with his back still facing you. If you look at some of his fights, right, look at the way that he gets up when people take him down. Like, not even just like a back mount now, just like when he gets taken down in general, look at the way that he gets up. He gets up with his chin in the air, which is not good against Aljo, right? But think about this, right? I'll get to that in a minute now. He gets up with his chin in the air and barely uses any of the fundamentals to get up. But he's so good at getting up, that's what he does, right? That's how TJ Dillashaw does it, right? But look at the way that he gets up. And you can't tell me that the way he gets up, if Aljo gets anywhere behind him, Aljo's going to choke him out. Think about it. And I think that Aljo gets a second round. I'd say a second round submission. I think he'll get a second round rear naked choke, in my opinion. Now, what would I say if TJ Dillashaw didn't get up like that? I think that Aljamain could still ride out a decision. I mean, he could take him down, get him in weird positions, land a couple of ground and pound, just pace himself the way that he beat Jan, except he's fighting a much better grappler than Jan. Now, do I think that he dominates TJ? Of course not. I think it's a very close fight. Now, what I saw in TJ's last fight, he got a robbery win over Corey Sandhagen. Corey Sandhagen clearly won that fight. But he came off for 2 years off because of his suspension, for taking PEDs. Oh, was it EPO? Sorry, was it EPO? Or something like that. And I can't remember the name of it, but he was off for 2 years. Now, he came back, he looked okay against Corey Sandhagen, he looked alright, but Corey clearly won the fight, in my opinion. Now, TJ's taken over a year off again, and it's going to weigh on him, man. He's like 36 years of age. It's 35, 36, it's going to weigh on him. And I see him struggling a little bit against Aljo in the way that Aljo fights. Aljo's too sporadic on the feet to get knocked out by TJ, in my opinion. And I don't think that Aljo is going to knock him out. I also don't think that Aljo has the power to knock out Dillashaw like that. Now, I do think that Aljo is going to get bested on the feet, but I feel like it's not going to be enough damaging shots to the point where if he does take Dillashaw and ride it out and land a couple of total strikes on the ground, I think Aljo will still win that round, because it wouldn't be enough damage from Dillashaw to make it look like he's close to ending the fight, in my opinion. And I see the fight going in this way, where I see Aljamain coming out aggressive but controlled, not like against the first fight against Young, where he gassed out. Very controlled, and then he dials it back towards the end of the first, where he lands a couple of piercing shots. I think he goes for takedowns every once in a while, and I think he gets a couple. Now, he allows TJ to get back up to his feet and sees the openings, and I think by the second round, I think he's going to do the same stuff where TJ is going to try and pressure him against the cage, and I think eventually what Aljo's game plan is going to be that when he gets TJ down again, he's going to try and get edge closer to the back every time. And I feel like this time he's going to notice TJ getting up all arrogant like, with his chin up in the air, and I feel like Aljo's just going to latch up with one arm, drag him down like that. And even though TJ's holding his wrist on the way down, he's already got one lock in. And I think that I think Aljo's jiu-jitsu is good enough to choke with one arm, in my opinion. It's kind of like Oliveira's. So I think that's how Aljamain's going to win this fight. Can Dillashaw win, of course, but I'd bet safely if I was you. But I do see an Aljamain Sterling second round rear naked choke, in my opinion. I thought TJ looked very slow against Sandhagen, and I just think that Aljamain's speed is what's gonna get him this back mount, this backpack. You know, as TJ's getting up and just quickly snatching the one arm. I think that's what's gonna happen. So yeah, anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you all so much. Thank you so much. If you're new, please like and subscribe. The next detailed video is obviously going to be Charles Dupronx Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev for the lightweight championship. So, yeah, Charles Oliveira is the champion, by the way. He has a name. His name is Charles Dupronx Oliveira. But yeah, that's going to be the next one. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I appreciate the love. I appreciate all of you so much. This is Keep It Real MMA. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.